And welcome to Buckeye Wars. Now, as I've described before, Brown's Ravine on Folsom Lake was a place of a great deal of fun for us because it was within bicycling distance. And I was down there one day, and it was hot. And I had my ultralight fishing rig, and I waded into the cove up to a little over my waist. It felt good. And I was screwing around with the bluegill, catching a little bluegill here and a little bluegill there, and just not really paying too dang much attention to the fishing. I was just kind of daydreaming and cooling off in the water. Didn't really want to swim and didn't really want to fish, kind of right there in the middle. But I was doing both, and not swimming, but cooling off. And I hook into this bass. He was probably 3 inches long. It was really kind of funny. And he was darting back and forth, doom, 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 doom. And I was kind of playing with him because it was funny how he was swimming so quickly one direction, then the other direction, and he was panicking, of course, because I had him by the lip. And so I finally reel him in a little bit, and up from the depths, oh my goodness, comes what looked like a torpedo. Great big bass. He must have been, to be perfectly honest, probably maybe 2.5, 3 pounds. But boy, he looked like a whale. He come up and he grabbed that little bass. So now I'm thinking, holy smokes, I got to get him to shore. But the hook is in the lip of the little guy. It's not in the big guy. And I knew that all it took was the big guy to open his mouth and I'd lose him. So I'm thinking, how am I going to do this? So I started backing up toward the bank, because if I could get him up, flopping on the shore, I could pounce on him. And so I started backing up, but I was using an ultralight, which is really, really lightweight and meant for the little bitty panfish like the bluegill. And it was bending in half. And this big guy was heavy. And I'm like, oh my God, how's this going to work? So I backed up and I backed up and I backed up. And I was almost to the shore because I had waded in probably 10 feet from shore because it was relatively shallow. The water was up into the trees. And it was so refreshing. And he got off, but only because the hook was in the little guy, not in the big guy. Oh my, that was just fun.